Let's take a look at the new arrival in the lab. It's Gottlieb Slick Chick. We just picked this machine up last weekend. We did not plug it in or try it out, but they did tell us that it was fully working. So let's take a look closer at our new machine. Let's do a little quick Slick Chick details. And I'm pulling this here from the 2004 Mr. Pinball price list and guide. Basically, everything's correct on here other than the far right column, which is the value column. That's the only thing that's really changed. So, Slick Chick, Gottlieb, March of 1963 is when they produced it. It's a one player. The M means it's an electromechanical. The H means it has a gobble hole. After that, there's a plus, which means if you take the playfield, cut it down the middle, fold it over, it's completely symmetrical other than the artwork. After the plus, there's a dollar sign. The dollar sign means that back in 2004, it was significantly collectible. The production numbers for Slick Chick was 4,550, and back in 2004, they say to expect to pay 1,075 bucks for this machine. And that's it. So first things first, we got to open up the coin door. No key, no problem. We're in. So just inside the coin door, found a few things. Part of a lock, a quarter, piece of bracketry of metal of some sort. I don't think it's pinball. Looks like we have schematics for Slick Chick. That's great. And some scorecards. Let's pull the glass off and look inside deeper. So I easily got the lock bar off at the bottom down here. Tried to pull down the glass the way I normally do, and it's stuck. Extremely impacted in the rails. So I was able to slide it down just a little fraction. I'm gonna be able to grab it with something and pull it down, but I'm gonna be really careful because with tempered glass, the edges are where they love to break. And so I have this piece of like fiber tool. It's for working on automotive dashes and whatnot. It doesn't scratch. And so I'm gently gonna get in here and hook and try to get it to pull down just enough to where I can pull it out at the bottom. So we'll see what happens if I have a bunch of broken glass chiclets in here or if I'm able to get it out in one piece. Good news, one piece. What I ended up doing was sliding this piece of this tool to the far right edge, grasping it with my left hand up here, my right hand on the tool. I was able to slide it down about 3 inches and get it out without damaging it. And if you happen to look, you can see a bunch of reflections of white specks. That's from the top of the cabinet. The cabinet paint is seriously flaky. All right, here's something pretty badass. I've never seen one of these before. If you want to release the playfield to lift it up, I believe you grab this bar right here, you pull back, there's springs, and by doing so, you're able to lift the playfield. I was tugging at it, wasn't getting anywhere, so I said, there's gotta be a trick, and there is. What does that say? All right, playfield's up on the prop rod. It looks really nice down here. This ball trough here, and the gobble hole is right there, and it has this series of switches all the way down to the trough. And everything looks good. Flippers look nice, not really burned up. The fiber links look good. I don't see the old or odd looking that's toasty or crap. I do have a Jones plug I still gotta connect. There's 4 of them right there that are connected. The knocker back there, transformer, relays, score motor. There's a play counter, 63,000 games. And have you cleaned the playfield? How about have you replaced burned out bulbs? No. This is the mechanism that releases the playfield to be lifted up. Little love note there. It says that this tell the location that the tapping the bottom of the cabinet will turn the game completely off. So it must be this switch here. There's a thing that comes up and that kills the power to the game. There's your fuses. It's like a mercury tilt here, the tilt bob. And if you look, this is pretty cool. I've never had a game with this. When you push the flipper button, watch what happens. So this somehow pushes, I would guess, I've never messed with this yet, but I imagine it pushes and actuates the flipper. So pretty unique. And I like what I'm seeing. Looks pretty darn good. Okay, I was wrong, and this makes way more sense. These right here and over here, those are the flipper switches. The mechanism actuates it, sends the power to the coils, which makes your flippers flip. So I was wrong in my early assessment. So keep digging. Digging around, looking a little closer. Found the buck 10. So panning over here on the right hand side of the cabinet below the shooter rod, we have the manual ball lift. What you do is you push it in and it sends the ball out of the trough and up into the playfield. Pretty slick. So over here on the coin door, this portion I used quadruple zero steel wool just with my hand, and it got rid of light scratches and light rust. You can see over here I didn't use it, and it's kind of just gritty. So when you get steel wool for polishing up stuff, the quadruple zero really makes it nice. Minimal wear. Here's the shooter lane. That's where the balls hang out. And also down here, you get the manual ball lift to get the ball up here into the shooter lane. Take a look up at the back glass. It's fabulous shape. 3 score reels. And if you get higher than 999, you get a 1 that lights up right here. So the top score is 1,999. There we go. All right, well, we have a Slick Chick plugged in. And there is no on switch for this machine. So back in the day, Gottlieb did not have on-off switches, and so I've modded our cabinet to have an on-off switch in the similar location to newer machines. Now, all you do is throw a switch, start a credit up, and you're playing. This power switch mod, it was also another no cost. I had this block of wood, I had this piece of metal that had this switch. It came from an electric tire compressor. It's rated at 115 volts, and I have these spades, screws, and the cord. If you look at this, let me take a minute. I got this janky cord off of some sort of a video game. It's been repaired, and it has a really bad spot right there. So I cut out all the crap. Got a really nice section going back here to that fuse right there. So it's all good in the hood. So let me show you how I got Slick Chick now on free play. Down here, 17 credits. Come around, and this is the credit unit. This is the credit reel. This is the coil that subtracts credit. All I did was desolder this wire. I have it strapped up there. It's shrink wrapped to be safe. And a note to the next owner, if they want to subtract credits, just to solder it. And I've played like 5 test games, and it works fantastic. So as I look at the artwork of Slick Chick, I picked up a Playboy bunny vibe. There's 2 on the back glass, and then there's 10 bunnies, either human or animal, on the playfield. What's your thoughts on it? So we're looking down here at the lower apron, and as you play, this is there's no balls in here on ball 1, and then your ball comes down 1. Here on the back glass, you don't have any type of ball count. This is actually your match number right here. So so each ball will add a ball in here, and once you get to 4, you know you're on your last ball. And as we pan up over here, you can see I just played a game, and this is actually my best score to date. I have not yet illuminated the 1 while playing, and so that's my score. Very classic rules. If this light is off, your next light is the one you have to do in order for Slick, and then Chick spells up this way. These will also spot you, Slick, Chick, and this will give you your award there on the Slick Chick. Very cool rules, fun game, and it's a nudger. You need to be a little bit of a ninja nudger. So that's what I was doing. I was shaking the crap out of this game.